praises to Yahweh, Washem, Moshe, Hashem, Bakar, Kodash, the honesty, apostles of greatness to who go well, salutation to the brothers of the four corners around the world, preaching this truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This lesson today is I'm in the midst of Israel and none else. Because the Lord didn't really come to the heathens, to get the heathens no salvation. He come to the lost sheep he sent to the lost sheep of Israel. And I'll start with the scripture, Joel 2 and 27. This is the book of Joel chapter 2 verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am Yahweh, your power, and none else. That says it all. He's in the midst of Israel and none else. He's in the midst of Esau. In the midst of the so-called Japanese, the Chinese, which is Moab, and the Amalekites. He's not the Lord of the Arabs and the all these other hidden nations. No, he's the Lord of Israel. That's why we're going out in the highways and byways and preaching and trying to wake up Israel. Before the decree of the Lord come. And before you come and render your fury. Now what he say in Matthew 5:15 and it says 24, where he say he sent to the lost sheep. I'll bring it out just for proof. Let talk it and bring all the scriptures just to show proof. He said, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And who's the lost sheep of the house of Israel? Which is the 12 tribe of the Bible speaking about, from the Caribbean, go back to which is the Benjamin tribe, the Asher, to the tribe of Judah, the Haitians, go back to Gad, to the whole 12 tribes, which is the confusion of he says, because in this timing, you know who's Israel, because just by watching them, you're thinking it's like Edomite, but when they watch good, there's Jake, so it's just a confusion of faces right now, and so the Father have it in this time, it is right now. So all praises to that, because the Father knows best, and that says it all. Or it could be like in John 3:16, everybody thinking the Lord coming and save the whole world, but the Lord ain't coming to save the whole world. The Lord coming to save the lost sheep of Israel. He say in Zephaniah, I'm bringing out good scripture, Zephaniah. Slacky, if I don't know, is I somebody pronouncing some kind of thing. Slacky about that. Zephaniah. It's like pass.
Get ready to rumble. Buxton returns to the Jerry Junction Sports Bar. Undisputed Boxing Gym presents Undisputed Fight Night 1. Come out and see Central top boxers in action. Featuring Ortega Juku, T-Boy Barrett, Faith Ramna.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, gather yourself together, gather together, O nation, not desire, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass, as the chaff, before the fierce anger of Yahweh come upon you, before the day of the Yahweh anger come upon you. That says it all, that is it coming to the last, that day come, resembles the last day to come, when the Lord come to the hundreds and thousands of chariots, to render fury on the earth. So when he say gather yourself together, he's talking about the 1/3 and the 144 elect men. Gather ourselves together, because before I come into this street, I was a nigga in the wood, doing all kind of abominable things, eating outside abominable things, having sex with the other nations, and knowing that I should stay in Israel and Israel alone, and if I didn't grow up with knowing this truth, I'd be much better than all the past life I had. Because since I come to the truth, I say, Kalalayam la Hayana Yahweh Shem Yahweh. You know, all praises unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Because, you know, I was lost, you know, to now start evilous thing, thinking evil things, you know. But within my soul, I don't know I was doing something wrong, and this is not me, you know. So I give all praise to Yahweh that He wake me up in this last timing, you know. Yeah, to go to the highways and byways and labor for this truth, you know. Because nobody else in seeing it. Because why? There wasn't cold. You understand? Because if I seen, I think it's in Jeremiah. Hold on, it's in Isaiah. I think it's in Jeremiah. Hold on, yeah. You see, yeah. You see, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. You see, as of 4. He said, Then the word of Yahweh come unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in thy belly, I know thee, and before thou comest from out of the womb, or I sanctify thee. So the Lord knew it since I was even born, that I was going to come out in the house and barrels and bang, and wake up the lost sheep of Israel, you know, which is the 12 tribe. But the Father said, gather ourselves together, O nation, not desire, you know, because we was in the world, and we desire in our salvation. We studying and trying to seek salvation and wake up the lost sheep of Israel. We were studying to go down party and it will be, I think it's big say and bullshit, you know. I give all praises to Yahweh that I in this truth right now and live in, you know. And simply he said too that through Isaac, you know, his seed shall be called, you know, which is Abraham's son, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And who's Jacob? From Jacob become the 12 tribes, you know. I'm getting scripture. I think this is Genesis 13. Genesis. Right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter from 14, right? Right, from 14. Yeah, from 14. Salaki, I think it's 21. Salaki, 21 and I got post a precept. I got bring a precept after. I was a precept. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 21, verse 12. He said, And Yahweh said unto Abraham, Let it not be grievous in thy sight because of thy lad, and because of the bondwoman, in all that Sarah had said unto thee. Hearken unto her voice, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called. You know, that says it only through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, which is our bloodline. You know, because you know everything. If we go back to Esau bloodline, we go from so-called white man run back, we go back straight to Esau. You know, every white man go back straight to Esau. So, which is the Israelite. If we go back to we forefathers with this how does have it in this modern time tree, a family tree. If it link the dots, we go back straight to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, and as it's the father make me go up on call out Genesis 13 and 14. The Lord say and Yahweh said unto Abraham, after that Lot was separated from him, lift up thy eyes and look from the place where thou art northward and southward and eastward and westward, for all the land which thou seest to thee will I give it and to the seed forever. So who's Abraham's seed? Huh? And it's Isaac. And who's Isaac's seed? Jacob. 16. You see, and I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth, so that if a man can number the dust of the earth, then shall the seed also be numbered. And who could number the dust of the earth? Tell me which man in this whole world. I will go and shake that man's hand. No man can never count the dust on the earth, not even the sun or the sea. Who could do that? That doesn't show you how much Israel is. Israel is a great nation. That's why since in the ancient days, the other nations was the envy, because we had the Abashim or Shad we side, and he said that, once in the Medzawi, anything we ask him for is that he's blessed. As I read through the scripture, everything we asked him for when he was next to we, and we were doing his laws, statutes, and commandments, he was a blessed we, and everything he asked for was to give we unto it. But we tell we, he says, stick as a nation and don't go on to these other nations, the super nation, which is so-called Esau. Leave Esau with Esau is, leave the other nation where them is, which is there's dogs. We see in Deuteronomy 7:6. He's above all nations. So if I who's the dog who can't even move the tongue? Let me bring it out. Bring it out. Take it on. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. You see, for thou art an holy people, which holy means separate, unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chose thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So who's that people you talking about? Israel. Who's above all the other nations? Is the Father who bring you from the dark, which only hopefully elect men right now into this marvelous light to know that, that we separate from everybody. Because I was thinking that it's a love, it's all good, I always tell myself, my brother, boy, I am my brother, and it's like that. It's not like that. Now I watching it because I was watching it in a kind of light, I was watching it in a spiritual light now. You understand? You would have been racist. It's being for your own people, and I racist. I say it loud and proud. I am racist. You understand? And for my own people and my people alone. Because I get the pirate attack. After the pirate attack, the Elamites them saying that look the so-called, well, let's call it nigger, but they may know either my grandfather is Spanish and my father is Spanish, so either as a Asha, tribe of Asha. So the mother Benjamin, so I come out attack, They say, oh, look the nigger, which are proud to be, because all praises to Yahweh Asha, are from one of the 12 tribes, which is Asha. So all praises to that. Still the nigger still living and all Indian dead. But the Lord do he judgment, the Lord do he bidding. The Lord just showed me that touch not the anointed, that I'm covered under the feathers. You understand? So I give all praises to that. So how we can be in the midst of the other? Why he wasn't in the midst of the so-called Elamites, all who get put to death in the sea? No, he wasn't in the midst of none of them. He was in the midst of me. He covered me with his wings. So I say all praises to Yahweh Hashem, you was shy for that. That he covered me. So that's why he say he come to the lordship of Israel and none else. So why he didn't save them Elamites of them? No, because why? He's not the Lord of the whole world. And let everybody in Christianity know this. The Lord says he's not the Lord of the whole world. He say, I'm in the midst of Israel and none else. Get it in your fucking thick skull. Because you tell me, when you first say he come in before in the scripture, he say that before the day pass, and that when that day pass, it come into the last days when for World War III, when World War III come, everybody will be running looking, you know, to seek the Lord, and will be calling upon Caesar Borgia. You understand? But a man in Brazil don't mind me, it's better say Caesar Borgia. You understand? He's upon our Brazil because he like boys, you know. And when I say to this sister, how can I have thing and you can tell me pin a pity for me and say that my God? Come on, man. Since I young growing up, I always know that he shaky. He could ever be my God. You know, people who read the Bible and understand. You know, they say the white man made this book and how the white man getting condemned a million times in this book. You know, this book is no blessing and well, when you read this book, you ain't get no blessing and all these things. When you live by the laws, statutes and commandments, then you don't bless you in a certain way. But in this time and right now, you know what he doing? He making you go through your trials, which is preparing yourself for Jake's trouble. Like what I right now, I out of work right now, I can go out and you see because it's priorities out and you see it. And if I alone does all these, he do everything. You understand? He do everything on this earth we live in here. Everything what happening is he doing everything. He making all the moves. You know. So I give all praise to I watch him now. He had it in my heart. For when the time come, I know how to bob and how to weave and how to use my spiritual eye with everything and use wisdom with everything. Because wisdom consists of folly with Ecclesiasticus. You see, wisdom consists of folly. You know, so everything you use wisdom. You know. And you always pray for your knowledge and you're seeking your understanding and everything. That way, everything is a thing before you talk. You can just go down the talk and say, well, the Lord is the whole world and come to save. No, the Lord say in the scriptures that He come to the whole shape of Israel. You know. I'll bring out this scripture in Isaiah. Yeah, can. So yeah. You see, it's the book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 2. You see, hear, O heaven, and give ear, O earth, for Yahweh had spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know, my people do not consider. So who the Lord talking today? The Lord talking to the lost sheep of Israel. Talking to Israel alone. They say nourish, and he brought up children, and they do not consider. You know, because why? We all get brainwashed by the so-called white man after the slave trade. We get beaten out of our heritage. You know, who sit down and plot against all the nations in Psalms 83, who sit down and with a federation and come together and say that they're going to throw you off from and they're going to take you off from well, Israel should not be in no more in remembrance. Who do all this? Is the nation, the 18 nations come together and say, well, hey, we gonna break them out from being Israel, we gonna take out them from doing the Sabbath days and know the heritage and all these things. Is these other nations come together and plot on we and say they're gonna take we from being we people because the Lord was what to do, because the sea was going off. So they say, alright, this is the time to come at them because they was always watching me and envying me. They always